Hello everybody, this is Sonia by Diamond Astrology, and here is the message of the full moon that we will see in the sky on November the 8th. It's a full moon in Aries. We will get back to this in a moment, but the main message, the suggestion that this moon is giving to us is the following. If you really want it, it just takes courage and consistency. Why am I telling you this? For two reasons. First, the moon is in Aries. Aries is a sign that invites us to fight, to affirm ourselves, to go for what we really want. It's not about being aggressive, it's about being aware of what we want and be able to take the risks that are needed in order to get what you want. What kind of risks? Basically, the risk of failure, the risk of disappointment, the risk of being rejected, any kind of risk. But when it comes to Aries, risks are not a problem. So the full moon in Aries is a strong emotional invitation to go for it, forgetting about the risks. But this may sound a little bit risky, right? So the good piece of news is that in the sky, while we have this full moon in Aries, we also have a very good positioning of another planet, which is Saturn. Saturn is about taking responsibility, is about being cautious, is about being consistent, is about perseverance. So the fact that this really hot moon in a fire sign in Aries is supported by Saturn that provides structure, that provides responsibility, that provides the ability to have a rational evaluation of the situation and stand still and be continuous in your efforts is really a top positioning for those of you who desire to achieve something. But you have to choose the right strategy. There are different strategies, and for the next 14 days, so the days going from the full moon in Aries on the 9th and the new moon that will take place on the 25th of October, well, the good strategy in these days is just go for courage and consistency. Who are the persons, the individuals, who will be mostly touched by the moon? Well, actually, whenever we have a full or a new moon, all human beings, and not just human beings, but also animals, also plants. But okay, let's stick to human beings. All human beings are very much affected by the energy because it's really powerful. But every time we have someone who is more, let's say, sensitive to that kind of energy. And in this case, we're talking, first of all, about people born between the 13th and 19th days of Aries. Aries starts on the 21st of March. So those born in the middle of the sign, let's say the second decade, for those of you who are familiar with decades. And if you're not familiar, those who are born between the 13th and 19th day of Aries are those who are more invited to fight with courage and continuity. But not only them, also those who have their birthdays between the 13th and 19th day of Sagittarius and Leo, the lion, because these are the three fire signs that will really get the most out of this moon. They are not the only ones who will be touched. The other ones will be those born between the 13th and the 19th days of Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. So, if you among these people My suggestion for you is to stop and gain awareness of what's your objective right now, what you want to achieve. It may also be a little achievement. It should not necessarily be something huge. Also, a little achievement, but think about that achievement and think if you are brave enough, courageous enough, and if you are standing still in your position, you are keeping your position, you are giving continuity to your project. And if not, use the next 14 days to do so. And this is true independently from your birthday. This is true for all of us, and specifically for those people that I was talking about earlier. So my suggestion is always to keep your workbook, and every 14 days, on the occasion of the full moon and the new moon, write down the questions that I suggest you and then elaborate on the answers. So the question is, what is the goal I really want to achieve right now? Am I supporting my project with enough courage and enough continuity? And go for it. At the end of this video, you will see the structure, the design of the sky when this full moon is taking place. And you will see the red line connecting the moon and the sun, because when we have the full moon, we have the sun opposing the moon and illuminating the whole surface. And then you will see blue lines connecting the sun and the moon with that strange sign shaped like this. It's Saturn, and as I said, it's the symbol of stability, continuity, taking responsibility, be there and not let go just because it's hard or just because you have been waiting for too long. No, keep on waiting, keep on fighting, keep on doing it. I thank you for your attention, and I wait for all of you 14 days for the horoscope of the new moon. Thank you, everybody. Just subscribe to the channel because there is a lot more that is coming up, new videos on the science, on psychology and psychological characteristics of the 12 signs, and every 14 days, the analysis of the moon phase. Thank you, and if you can speak Italian, also subscribe to the Italian channel, which is much more popular, and you find the link in the video description. Thank you, everybody. Bye, Sonia, Diamond Astrology.